On to the 7th at the Happy Valley program now, and it's a 1200 metre Class 4 here. Mercurial, he is on the class drop. He carries 133 pounds. He has carried 130 to win in the past. The 3 Fireball wears blinkers again. Ice Legend has an extra 4 pounds after his last start course and distance win. Spicy Grill loves the 1200 metres around Happy Valley. Lucky Swainessa, first starter for Manfred Mann, has had the 3 trials. Peak to Peak raced wide at Sha Tin last time and draws 12 here. And Taking You Further as a last start winner, comes up in grade but did bump into some informed horses including Prance Dragon, winning Class 4 last time, beaten a length and 3/4 by him. He does like to go forward too, Tom. Does Taking You Further? Where is he on the speed map?
Taking You Further is just in the trail there behind Handsome Rebel, who's more known for his all-weather form, and also Fireball is at the blinkers going back on here. Paul, he had a tough run last start, Fireball. It looks like the tough runs here might go the way of Baltic, Whisper and Ice Legend.
Yeah, Ice Legend's drawn a little bit awkwardly the last start winner, barrier number 11. Handsome Rebels showed some good gate speed last time. I thought Falcon Turbo can get himself into a nice position there. Kokoki Mushi won't be too far away, and Spicy Grill back on the rail.
To see if Falcon Turbo can indeed take full advantage of that nice position. Nick was at track work to catch up with his trainer, Douglas White.
Douglas, Falcon Turbo is a horse that you'll line up on Wednesday night at Happy Valley. He's been in good form lately.
Yeah, he has. He's getting on a bit in age, but he's certainly in good health, and he's been working well in the mornings, and his form has been consistent. So that's all you can ask from these older horses.
He wears a tongue tie for the 3rd time, Douglas. What was the thinking behind that? Is that just as an older horse, perhaps just a little bit of help there for him?
Yeah, he does tend to make a little bit of a noise in the mornings. So, every bit of help for these older horses. He seemed to run very well with it last time. Let's hope it does the trick again.
He's got an interesting past, really, because I imagine he's one of the only horses with the rare distinction that you've managed to win on as a rider and trained to win a race. He was with you, he left you, he's now back with you, and he looks well handicapped on his best.
Yeah, he's back in Class 4. Unfortunately, he has to do it the tough way, carrying heavy weights, but he has got ratings on his side. He certainly has been a good horse to me, having won on him as a jockey. And he won 2 races for me as a trainer. So, look, if I can get him back to, or keep him in the form that he's in, he should be very competitive.
And with that knowledge, what can you impart to Jerry Chow? Obviously, you mentioned the big weight. Jerry's claiming what looks to be a very useful 3.
Yeah, look, I mean, Jerry knows him. He's a horse that begins well, and as you've well indicated, that getting the 3 pounds off is certainly going to help him.
Gold Cup entries are out recently. Douglas, you've got a couple in there, Russian Emperor and Savvy 9. Just a quick update on both of those horses. You're happy with them at this stage?
Yep, Russian Emperor trial this morning. He went very well. Blake was happy with him. He's really come to hand. He seems to always come real good at this time of the year. But I also think that he's very well matured now. He's been in Hong Kong for a full season. And it's a big asset, that, because they really do take time to acclimatise and get used to the conditions. And he certainly has done that now, and he seems to be handling the pressure and the training he's coping with. So, he's going into Gold Cup a fit and healthy horse.
On the back of that very strong trial that was this morning out at Sha Tin. We move on, Tom, to some of the opposition of Falcon Turbo, including Ice Legend, who's a last start winner, hasn't been with Benno for too long.
No, he hasn't. He really put them to the sword late in this race to Ice Legend. He was sort of beyond midfield, but went to the line really strongly over the final stages. I'm going to keep him safe for Paul, but just couldn't quite get him on top, especially from barrier 11 here. Yeah,
exactly. I'm with you. I've got him as the Quinella horse. He went really a lot better, didn't he, when he was given a little bit of patience. So some barrier 11 might force their hand, and he goes back once again. So they ride him similarly. I can see him finishing off strongly once again.
Imagine this horse would be doing something similar, Paul. Spicy Grill, tremendous stats over course and distance.
Yeah, this is the one I'm going to go with, Spicy Grill. From barrier number 1, I think he'd be a little bit closer. I just always wondered whether, once he got into Class 4, whether he could do it, but he definitely can. He's won really well 2 starts ago, beating Happy Friends, and this second behind Smart Idea was really good, I thought. So, yeah, he definitely, I quite like him in this.
He was charging home really strongly late down the outside. That's what he does, likes to get back and run home. So he won't want to get too cluttered up down there on the inside from barrier number 1, but he's a big player in this race for sure.
Manfred Man has 2 first starters in the back half of the program. Tom, this is the first of them. Lucky Swayness, what have you made of his trials?
I haven't minded his trials, actually. The trial before this one was pretty quiet down the straight at Sharton. Gate speed's been okay, did settle back, he covered some ground here, but he kept on without too much pressure over the final stage. Of course, that is Flying Ace up there with Blaze Warrior. We know what Flying Ace has been able to come out and do. So I'm going to take him here as a chance, Paul, on top. He's won a trial in New Zealand prior to arriving. I think he's looked okay.
Yeah, I've left him out. I just wonder about Happy Valley for the first time for him. From barrier number 4, he gets back a bit. I just think he might get a little bit lost.
It is Spicy Grill, the Paul Lally selection, though.
Yeah, it's a Spicy Grill on top. We know he goes really well at the Valley, and he goes 1-2 starts ago. That second was good, hitting the line strongly. Ice Legend in there for second. Falcon Turbo, look, he's been very consistent. He's a well-rated horse as well. And an Estimable, I think he's on the improve. His track work was pretty good leading into this. He goes in there for 4th. 5, 4, 2 and 10.
Yeah, it's never easy for newcomers to win at Happy Valley first up, but I like what I've seen of Lucky Swayness. He hasn't been given too much pressure in his barrier trials, so he's on top ahead of Spicy Grill. Ice Legend number 4 makes it in, and Falcon Turbo in on a minor line. 6, 5, 4 and 2.
And race number 7, with the early favourite being a Spicy Grill at 2.5 as leg 1 of the treble.